Welcome to BigONE Weekly News Update. I'm Sophia. In a recent development, Bitcoin (BTC) experienced a significant surge of approximately 4.5% during Asian trading hours on Monday. This surge was driven by growing optimism surrounding the potential approval of a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund (ETF) in the coming months, igniting bullish sentiments in the market. Bitcoin's price rebounded to nearly $28,000, erasing all losses incurred over the past week. This sudden surge can be seen as a continuation of the positive reaction witnessed on Friday following the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's (SEC) decision not to appeal a recent ruling involving Grayscale. SEC's decision on Grayscale ruling. According to an individual familiar with the matter, the SEC has reportedly chosen not to appeal a court's reversal of its decision regarding Grayscale's popular Bitcoin trust. This reversal potentially paves the way for the introduction of the first Bitcoin ETF in the United States. The SEC's nonchalant stance on the matter has raised hopes that the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC, can be transformed into a more attractive and accessible ETF. Implications of a Bitcoin ETF. The potential approval of a Bitcoin ETF carries significant implications for the cryptocurrency market and investors alike. An ETF would provide a regulated and standardized investment vehicle for individuals and institutions to gain exposure to Bitcoin. Currently, investing in Bitcoin can be complex and daunting for traditional investors due to the lack of established infrastructure and regulatory oversight. The introduction of a Bitcoin ETF would simplify the investment process, potentially attracting a broader range of investors and further legitimizing the cryptocurrency market. Increased mainstream adoption. The approval of a Bitcoin ETF in the United States would undoubtedly fuel mainstream adoption of cryptocurrencies. Institutional investors, who have been cautious about entering the crypto market due to regulatory concerns and custody issues, would have a regulated vehicle to invest in Bitcoin. This increased participation from institutional players could lead to greater liquidity and stability in the market, potentially reducing the volatility that has long plagued cryptocurrencies. Moreover, the introduction of a Bitcoin ETF would likely garner significant media attention, creating awareness and generating interest among retail investors. Global ripple effects. The approval of a Bitcoin ETF in the United States could have far-reaching effects beyond its borders. Other countries, including Canada and Brazil, have already embraced Bitcoin ETFs, and their success has piqued the interest of regulators worldwide. If the US adopts a similar approach, it could encourage other nations to follow suit, leading to a global surge in Bitcoin ETF offerings. This synchronized adoption could further solidify Bitcoin's position as a legitimate asset class and accelerate its integration into traditional financial systems. Addressing regulatory concerns. One of the key hurdles in approving a Bitcoin ETF lies in addressing regulatory concerns related to market manipulation, custody, and investor protection. Regulators need to ensure that proper safeguards are in place to mitigate these risks. However, the approval of other cryptocurrency-related investment products, such as Bitcoin futures contracts, has laid the groundwork for a potential Bitcoin ETF. Regulators can draw upon the experiences and lessons learned from these products to establish a comprehensive regulatory framework for Bitcoin ETFs. Bitcoin's recent surge, fueled by the anticipation of a Bitcoin ETF approval, has injected renewed optimism into the cryptocurrency market. The SEC's decision not to appeal the Grayscale ruling has raised hopes for the transformation of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust into a more accessible ETF. The introduction of a Bitcoin ETF in the United States could spur mainstream adoption, attract institutional investors, and potentially lead to a global surge in Bitcoin ETF offerings. However, addressing regulatory concerns remains a critical aspect of this process. As the cryptocurrency industry continues to evolve, the potential approval of a Bitcoin ETF marks a significant milestone in the journey towards wider acceptance and integration of digital assets into traditional financial systems. Join BigONE today and take advantage of the growing cryptocurrency market.